What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Uncle Frank, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys my favorite setup for PvP and engaging enemies in free roam action. So the card setup I like to use is Slow and Steady, Fool Me Once, Strange Medicine, and Cold Blooded. Now when you activate Slow and Steady, it is going to put your character at a walking pace, but it's going to protect you from an instant headshot kill as well as giving you an extra barrier of health protection. Fool Me Once is going to make it so every time you shot, you take less and less damage. Strange Medicine is going to give you health every time you do damage. And then Cold Blooded is going to round the whole thing off with, if you kill somebody, you're going to get a major health boost for the next 5 seconds. So what we're going to do is we're going to load into a showdown, and I'm going to show you these cards in action, kind of give you some tips and tricks as we go through. So obviously, guys, if you're not doing it, you should be sucking down some tonics. Spend the money, get them in your inventory. You can use level 1, level 2, whatever you're gonna, level 2, whatever you're gonna do, but it is going to give your character a huge boost. It's gonna make you stay in the fight longer, and it's gonna complement whatever cards you're using, no matter what they are. So what you're gonna see is, as we're engaging him and we're using Slow and Steady, it is gonna bring our character to that walking pace I told you about, but it's basically gonna turn you into a Terminator. Enemies that are trying to kill you are going to be basically just identifying their position for you. As you can see, Frank takes a bullet in the back and he just turns around and goes to work. Now, you are not going to be completely invincible, obviously, but if you watch me engaging these guys, my health bars are jumping up and down, up and down, up and down, to the point where it's almost back to full at some point when I'm engaging 2 or 3 or more players from multiple angles. And then you can see me take a tonic in between. Just, get in the habit, guys. You want to, between engaging players, you suck one of them tonics down, put you right back in the fight. And with the cards, with this card setup active, it is going to be extremely hard to stop you. And it's not like I'm intentionally not using any cover and I'm just kind of hanging out in the open. I wanted to show you guys just how effective this whole setup can be. So obviously, activating Slow and Steady when we're engaging the enemies, when they're in range, and then we're going to be using just moving around the map as quickly as possible when we are not taking fire. There's a few videos I have out on my page about engaging enemies from cover and things like that. You guys want to check that out. Very effective, but this card setup is something that I roam around with. I'm going to say 90% of the time. You can switch it up on a case-by-case basis if you want to, jump into a Slippery Bastard or a Painted Black, something along those lines. But I do love these 3 cards to complement them. It is a phenomenal way to move around the map in a godlike mode. This is no glitching, no lag switching, or whatever these guys are doing. This is just tonics and cards and just a character who has a real bad attitude. He escaped from a mental institution. He's supposed to be watching football, but instead he's here with you, laying people down, hurting people's feelings, putting them back in their box, putting the women and children to bed, and going looking for dinner. Frank Castle, baby! Look at that, guys. I mean, it is just, it's a lot of fun to load into these servers and to hear people's reactions as they're just you're walking at them, just laying them down. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's incredible. You just get right back on and get a little Deadeye tonic going, and then you're right back in the fight. This guy's hiding behind tents. Unbelievable. And like I said, this is just tonics and cards and a bad attitude, man. You guys are going to love this. I promise you, if you start using this, the first time you set this card set up, you leave me a comment. You tell me, Frank, that was amazing. I give you permission to call me any name that you want in the comment section if you don't like this card setup and you honestly give it a go. I mean, I've worked with this game for quite a while and I've kind of experimented. I have every card at level 3, guys, and this is what I'm using. So I'm dipping into my bag of tricks for you, and I'm giving you the golden goose so you can lay eggs on all of these characters. Like I said, not going to be completely invincible, but I'm sure a lot of you were watching this saying, holy shit, like I would have been when I was trying to figure this stuff out. This is amazing. You're just loading into these these showdowns, and you're able to make a huge difference for your XP, your money, your gold, and just your team or yourself as a player. It's just a lot more fun to be able to come in here and have kind of a Wild West shootout in my mind. You know, like this is like the outlaw Josie Wales, 2 mules for Sister Sarah kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like we're just walking around having a gunfight now. It's not like I'm just loading into I get shot in the head and it's over, and a varmint rifle, and it cost me $80 for a new controller. Not anymore, baby. Now with Uncle Frankie in your corner, showing you some love, giving you some tips. And any questions you guys have at all, always feel free to leave me a comment. I'm pretty easy going, especially when the meds are working. So I think you guys are gonna really enjoy this setup. And if you guys stay tuned and keep looking around on the channel, you're gonna find a whole plethora of things that are going to make your game, make you a better player, and make your gaming experience far more enjoyable online with this, because I've spent a lot of time wandering around here, guys, and I know a lot of great players, and stealing from every great player that I know has created this, and I think it's going to benefit you guys. You guys are going to love it. It means a lot every time you guys tune in, every time you guys hit that like button, every time you guys hit that subscribe button or ring that bell, man. You become part of our little family over here, and I really do appreciate it. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Could be watching anything else, but you're tuning in to Uncle Frank, and I love you for it, baby. I want you guys to stay safe out there. Remember, Uncle Frank loves you, and I will see you guys really soon.